What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Tournament Saturday, or Saturday Tournament, whichever way you want to say it. And this time around, we're playing the Wailord Suicune that got second place at US Nationals last weekend. And if you want to see the interview I did with Enrique, who did get second place at US Nationals, the link will be down below. So if you want to learn more about the deck, you can go watch the interview, and he talks a lot about it. But the whole point of the deck is you put a Wailord in the active spot. It has 250 HP. Don't worry about the ability, don't worry about the attack. We're not ever using those. We're just going to sit there and we're going to pass. And hopefully we deck out our opponent. And that's the point of the game right here. Now, besides Wailord, we do play a Suicune. This Suicune has the ability to safeguard, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to his Pokemon by a Pokemon EX. And this is really good if your opponent doesn't have any Pokemon that can actually knock out the Suicune. There's some decks that just play heavy EX, and no EX kind of Pokemon, no non-EX Pokemon. So they can never knock out Suicune, which is pretty cool there. So you can just put a Suicune in the active and eventually win that game. A lot of people say that Virizion and Genesect can beat the Wailord deck, but if you put a Suicune in the active, and they have to G-booster it, and they have to G-booster it 6 times, they'll eventually run out of energies, and you should win the game there. So this Suicune is really good against VG, which a lot of people are hyping right now. The deck plays 1 Douse Machine just to get back a trainer card. It plays 3 Enhanced Hammer. The whole point of the deck is just the energy denial. Every turn your opponent puts down an energy, you try to get rid of it. If you can do that, you're going to win here. So Enhanced Hammer discards a special energy. For Max Potion, you heal all damage from one of your Pokemon, then you discard all energy attached to that Pokemon, but we don't play any energy, we don't attach any energy to the Wailord, so you never have to discard the energies with the Max Potion. 1 Sacred Ash, shuffle 5 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. 1 Startling Megaphone, discarding all tools attached to each of your opponent's Pokemon. And that could get off Float Stones off of Keldeo, which can be very important there. 1 Trick Shovel, look at the top card of either player's deck. You may discard that card or return it to the top of your deck. And during the interview, he talks about how you could play Trick Shovel and then Dousing for the Trick Shovel once again. They kind of deck out your opponent if they only have 2 cards left in their deck. And besides that, we're going on the supporters here, and there's a lot of supporters in the deck. It is a very heavy supporter-based deck. So we play 4 VS Secret to Ryu supporter. So let's go into these supporters now. We play 4 AZ, which says put 1 Pokemon in your hand, but you have to discard all cards attached to it. Now, usually the only card you're going to discard here is a Heart Charm. Heart Charm is an item card you attach. So it's a Pokemon tool, and you attach it to a Wailord for the most part, and it says any damage done to this Pokemon is reduced by 20. So when you AZ up a Wailord, you do have to discard the Heart Charm. For Cassius, shuffle 1 Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck, so that way you can actually reuse the Heart Charms. Just another healing card here. So right now we're playing 8 healing cards with the 4 Max Potion. That's 12 total healing cards. Alright, so 2 Hue here. Each player either draws or discard cards until he or she has 5. And this is good because if your opponent just draw, pass, draw, pass, draw, pass, draw, pass, you can eventually Hue them down, back down to 5. And if you play your hand right, you can always make sure you don't really discard anything, so the Hue could be really good there. 2 Lysander, and this kind of just bring up a bench Pokemon. If your opponent puts down a bench Pokemon and they have no way to retreat, you can eventually win the game that way. 3 in just for shuffling draw, so you can redraw your hand, try to get some more trainers, more supporter cards. So if your hand's really bad, you can draw some more supporter cards, like maybe you don't have any AZ or Cassius in your hand, so you can play the to draw into him. If you see, he does play 3 and 1 Shauna, and then Shauna says shuffle your hand into your deck to draw 5 cards. In Enrique's interview, he gives a reason why they do play the 1 Shauna instead of the 4th in, and it's a really good reason. Go check it out just in case if you haven't seen it. Alrighty, so they do play 4 Pokemon Fan Club here, which says search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, reveal them, and put in your hand. And this can obviously just be used turn 1 to get multiple Wailords out to play. Maybe you need a Suicune, so that way you can get multiple Pokemon onto the field. Like I said, the interview, he talks about why they play the 1 Shauna. 3 Skyla here, search your deck for a training card, reveal it, and put in your hand. And this can be used to get any supporter that you need. Maybe you need a Max Potion or a Enhanced Hammer. Skyla is just a really good card in this deck. 4 Team Flare Grunt, like I said earlier, the whole point of this deck is to deny your opponent energy. So this says discard energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon, and you can discard all the energies that way with the 4 Team Flare Grunts and the multiple VS Seeker. 1 Xerosic, choose a tool or special energy card in play, and discard it. So that once again, just another way to discard energy or maybe a tool off a Keldeo or something, I don't know, just a tool. For the most part, it's used for, I think, special energies, though. Full Rough Seas here, which is a really good card in this deck. Once during each player's turn, that player may heal 30 damage from each of their water and lightning Pokemon. So not just one, you can have multiple Wailords that are damaged, and you can heal them with the Rough Seas, which is pretty cool there. We played 2 Silent Lab. Once again, in the interview, he talks about why he plays the Silent Lab. If you want to learn more about it, check out the interview. I won't go over it right now. We'll keep it a secret. 4 Hard Charm just to negate 20 damage. And that's the deck, and that's a really frustrating deck to play against, especially if you don't know how to beat it. If you see, there's an interview I did with Dylan Bryan. He talks about how to beat it. And there's also an interview I did with Ben. If you watch it, he tells you how to beat the Wailord. So make sure you check out these interviews. They're really helpful, and they can tell you how to, I guess, better your Pokemon experience. But in the next video, we'll see round 1 of the Wailord, and we'll see what happens. Alright, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this deck overview. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye.